an exciting title.
Oh, I got to switch YouTube accounts. 2020 subscribers.
It's pretty sweet.
That means if we get one more, we will be tracking for 1 subscriber per year.
That's right.
Which is
that was our goal, to catch up.
That was the big goal for the year.
Yeah. If you think about that, by the year 10,000, we'll be at 10K subs. It's really exciting.
That'd be huge. And then YouTube can send us a plaque. As you guys know, all of you wonderful heroes, it is Free Journal Friday. Give us a moment as we set up all of the giveaway links and all that good stuff.
I just posted in the Heroes Quarters.
Great. Here, I'll text. Well, I'll just go in and drop the link in the live stream. Come on, Facebook.
12 comments already. Hi, Miriam. Hi, LL.
Miriam, I saw your post in the Heroes Quarters. Congratulations. It's amazing.
I didn't see her.
She was so she said evolving as a teacher was her quest.
Oh, nice. I did see that.
She,
that was really cool.
Wrote all over the Dauntless Dunes.
I really liked that. Confidence.
Yeah, I was like, it's really
Melissa.
creative. It's cool. It's fun to see that. Hello, everybody. All right. I think I have the link. Nope, that's the address of our Airbnb.
I mean, it's not the worst way we could dox ourselves, right? Because we're only going to be there for 3 days. But
this looks funky. Let's see how that goes. This link isn't populating. Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
All right. How do I pin this? Can I not pin? Oh, it's under here. Okay.
Interacting as the Heroes Journal.
Happy Free Journal Friday, everyone. It should show up as pinned. The sign-up sheet has been pinned. So if you would like to win a free journal, you can enter via the pinned comment there. And then I'm going to set us up on YouTube here because we're having a little bit of trouble for some reason. YouTube looks like it's... Oh, it looks like I just got disconnected from the Wi-Fi.
I'm pulling up YouTube.
That's concerning.
Except I'm no longer connected to...
Did you also get disconnected?
Hello at theheroesjournal.co.
As long as Bert's computer is still...
I think, no, we're live.
Okay.
I think you just got disconnected.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Arthur. Michelle, notice I did shave. My mustache is gone. It's on vacation, too.
I just noticed that.
Yeah.
I'm a bad coworker.
No, it's actually... That kind of actually makes me feel better. Arthur goes, where are you going for 3 days? An undisclosed government protected zone, perhaps where Nick's mustache is being protected. Yeah.
Wow, how do they pick up so quickly?
Arthur, are you a double agent or something? Because you have an intuition. We are going to a cabin in the woods to kind of have a little team retreat. Honestly, this is kind of our vacation week. This is the first time we've done any work, I think, this week, which is the goal. It's totally the point. Like, truthfully, we're still a really young business. This is kind of our first year as like really trying to work together, and we've kind of been gassing it ever since Royal Purple. So the team's been working really hard, and we knew kind of at like probably the first week after we launched our Kickstarter, I think everyone started to realize how tired they really were. And so we were like, okay, once we close this Kickstarter, we are going to take it easy. So, along with a few like long weekends sprinkled throughout the campaign where like we're taking a week off. We're not shipping any journals. Like we're just gonna relax. So yeah, I just got back from San Diego. Where did you go to the woods? Where'd you go?
I did. Though the first night I went out, I think I went out last Saturday night maybe. And I went out by Sultan at about 2 a.m. I woke up because somebody had rolled past my spot. And I kind of spooked. Yeah. So I ended up just driving home that night and then going to a different spot.
Really?
I just think I couldn't fall back asleep. It was like,
wow.
It was kind of cold. I didn't want to make another fire. I was getting really paranoid. So I felt like I was in somebody's spot was what I was afraid of. And then I don't think there was any actual anything, but I was like 40 minutes from home. That's the nice thing about going out Sultan Basin.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, but it was great. I
So
read.
you went to the woods and took a nap.
Hmm. But then I went out again the next day to
The
a
next
different
night.
spot.
Okay.
You know, I definitely got my like sit by the fire. I rigged up a little like tarp shelter on the back of my car, so I have like a place to sit in the rain next to the fire. It was great.
That is great. Okay, so we currently have 49 entries
Amazing.
into Free Journal Friday. For those who maybe have not been here with us on a Friday before, this is the day where we give away a free journal. You get to pick the color. The only rule is that you have to submit your name with the link here. And the other rule is once we draw your name, you have to claim the journal in the comments. You have to say, I'm here, or thank you, or, you know, any celebratory comment, whatever you'd like to put. You have a,
Zach is my favorite team member at the Heroes Journal.
as an example.
Yeah,
that's
just
an example. Comment.
hypothetically.
Yeah, Zach deserves a raise or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. You have 90 seconds to respond after we say your name, and then the journal is yours. Then we'll pin a comment. It'll be support at the Heroes Journal. That's the email that you will send an email to about the color you want and the shipping address. And that's it. That's how Free Journal Friday works. So pretty simple.
It's pretty great.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, and let us know if you guys have any issues. Okay.
I'm drinking coffee from an unnamed
Yeah,
company because Kyle took the coffee grinder.
he did. Yeah.
Yeah,
One
which is
of,
okay.
it's
I'm not
totally
mad.
fine. Yeah, one of Kyle's
I'm not upset.
pastimes is making coffee. Something that actually brings him relaxation. So he brought all his coffee stuff to him. Kyle actually went to go stay in a cabin, so he's
doubling down.
He's doubling down. He went to stay in a cabin for like 5 days, and then we're gonna go pick him up and take him to another cabin, which is pretty
Double cabin lifestyle.
doubling it up. Yeah. Well, that's good. What was the second time camping? Was that a better experience?
Yes, that was.
What do
much
you usually
more.
do when you go camping? Because you go camping definitely the most out of everyone
Yeah,
at the
it's.
Heroes headquarters.
I think okay. So I drive in a Suzu Trooper,
Yeah.
a car I'm immensely proud of.
Yes.
It's a total old beater.
Yeah.
That I need to get fixed too. But it means that I can like boondock really easily by sleeping out of the back. So I don't know. I love basically the goal for camping is I need to like sit by a fire. I need to eat probably some not very good food.
Really?
Like,
Okay.
I mean, I might. I guess what I mean by that is like I'm gonna make like steak and broccoli, but it's gonna be literally steak and literally broccoli with salt. You know, like this isn't like you put together a meal at home. This is like you cooked something over an open flame because you're hungry, or like you go the route of like I got a gasway burrito or a gas station burrito for $2 and you warm it up over the
Interesting.
fire, and I'm away from my phone. So I think that's the big key. Is
You
it's
leave
like
it here?
no, I put it in the glove box, but I go somewhere there's no cell service.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So it's like, no, you know, for that time period, I don't have anywhere to go or anything to do
I
beyond
see.
just whatever I want to do in that moment. I think
Would-
that's
would
the
you
feeling
say-
I love.
Okay, that's the best part. It sounds like
It gets better in the summer because you can go swim without
Mm.
dying.
Yeah, you're not trying to. It
So
doesn't
in
feel
the
like you're
winter, you have like
surviving.
your pick of the spots. You know,
I see.
like it's really rare you run into anybody else stupid enough to try to go camping in the
Yeah.
middle of March in Seattle.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Have you? I mean, aren't you afraid that you're gonna get like stranded out there? You're gonna get stuck. I mean, because you go camping alone, especially in the winter, you don't see anyone. Is there ever like a, what if I break my ankle or something, or what if I fall?
Yeah, well, I do like my sister backpacks a lot, so usually she's the person I say, "Hey, I'm going to this general location.
Okay.
I'm going to be back by this time. So if you don't hear from me, you're going to raise the alarm." And then,
That's smart.
I mean, broken ankle would be tough, but probably I don't really hike away from my car too much, so I'd probably be able to get back to my car if my car died. You know, Sultan and the Sultan Basin is close enough that I could hike out of the forest the next day. It'd be like an 8-mile walk, but I could hike out to where there's cell service.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think there's reasonable like precautions.
You've thought about this.
Yeah.
You're the kind of person to think about that too.
Yeah.
You're always the security. Like, the security detail.
I'm like, the garage door was open for 11 more minutes than it needed to be. And by the way, here are 7 tourniquets in case anybody falls and cuts themselves.
That's definitely your brand.
Yes.
It's like the
Eagle Scout Zach.
That's what it is. It's the
Yeah.
That's totally what it is.
LL wants to enter her cat because she thinks LL's green journal is hers, so it's solidly encrusted with white cat hair.
You know, the green journal does pick up pet hair. Well, I think all of them do, but because the green journal's darker, I think it shows pet hair a little worse. Although I guess if you had the mountain gray and it picked up like black pet hair, it'd be probably just as bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're working on it. Okay, we're working on it. Did I go to the San Diego Zoo? I did not, Michelle. Didn't make it to the zoo. There was a bunch of interesting like regulations around it, and actually the week that we showed up, it was the first time San Diego opened up. They moved into a new phase, and so a lot of things were kind of awkward. It was like all the websites weren't updated, none of the processes were really like known, so we weren't really sure what was open and what wasn't. So we just kind of like, we didn't want to risk, I don't know, going all the way to the zoo, and then they're like, oh, you need to buy tickets in advance or not. So we ended up not doing the zoo. Yeah. We also had some people, we had like local like Uber drivers and stuff that were like, don't go to the zoo. So that wasn't very encouraging. And so we just took their advice.
That's my hot take, is that's Uber drivers and coffee shop drivers are the best people to chat up when you go to a new city.
Yeah.
Because they almost always want to tell you the spots.
Right. Yeah, that's like something that
this is a 30-second aside. I do also think it's a really big difference between cities, because like if you go to like LA or if you go to New York, you might be trying to convince your Uber driver that you're cool enough for them to tell you like the actual spot they eat. Did you go anywhere in the Midwest and they're like,
they're like, welcome.
It's about time you came here. Or you go to Australia, they're like, I'm from the States. About time you're here. You go down. They're like, they're going way out of their way because they want you to like their city,
like,
versus like
they're
like, I don't know, man, like Chicago's pretty cool. Like,
I see. That's amazing. So Australian people are like, they're like, yeah, we're glad you're here.
Right.
Check out our restaurants.
I think there's a little bit of like a younger brother complex there.
Yeah.
Like they want to be seen as like equal to other places. So they're like telling you their list of 5 places that you should go, which I'm like all for it. I'm like sitting in the back, like typing them in on my phone.
I love it. Yeah. There's definitely places that are a little more, elitist, or like, I don't know. They're kind of like, we don't like that you're here, but since you're here, I guess I'll drive you around, kind of thing. You know, Interesting.
I will say, LL said their reasonable precaution is to stay safely on the couch reading The Hobbit.
Yeah, I think everyone should do that.
Yeah, I agree.
The virus would have been over overnight.
Dude.
Just kidding.
That's how I would have solved it. Be like, all right, nobody's allowed to go outside until you've read The Lord of the Rings.
You have to finish the book. Yeah,
the world's a better place.
They don't say anything about like there's no virus. They don't say anything. They just go, everyone is required to read this book.
If you read The Lord of the Rings, we'll give you $1,400. But you have to like pass a test.
There's a quiz at the end. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like the thing people talk about where it's like we should mandate 2 years in like a service job, like retail or a restaurant, and that would just make the world a better place, and it would give people, 18-year-olds, it's hard to get hired at 18, so like it would give them some experience. Should do that with those books.
Just reading a book or a series of books.
Man, that was really good. I haven't been outside in 2.5 weeks. Anything happen? Like, nope.
No, everything's
like literally
everything's fine. Oh, also here's $1,400.
LL said yesterday was International Tolkien Reading Day.
What?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I didn't know that there was an
LL, what is your edition of The Hobbit? I love gorgeous books. Is it like the Folio Society?
Book talk.
Comment.
Bonus for Silmarillion. Yeah.
Dude, I've definitely been getting into bougier books. Like bougier copies of books. I'm really here for
continuously on brand.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a look at the entries. We're up to 68. 68 entries here. I have to get rid of all of the duplicates. I might have to figure out how to do that. Usually Kyle does it. I'm not sure how to do it in Sheets. Anyway.
Really struggling. Kyle, if you're out there, I miss you.
I miss you, Kyle.
I'll see you today.
Yeah, that's true. Have you guys read The Silmarillion? Any tips on reading it? I've always wanted to, but it's tough to get into. I have only gotten like halfway through The Silmarillion, and then I put it down. It's really hard to read. But it's honestly really good. I forgot why I gave up on it. I think it was just too much. I read it during a really stressful time in life, and I remember just slogging through it, and then I put it down, knowing that I was going to pick it back up one day. But it's just kind of like, compared to Lord of the Rings, it's super different. It's more like, it's like reading like history. It's reading it's like a history of Middle Earth almost. It's less of like a narrative story. It's more of like, this happened, and then this happened, and this king of this place did this, and then this happened. So
I have been reading Herodotus, which is where a lot of the kind of mythic source material Tolkien draws upon.
Yeah.
I've never read the Silmarillion though, which I really liked Lord of the Rings, but I'm definitely not a power Tolkien nerd.
Yeah. I had a goal a couple of years ago to read every single Tolkien book in a year, and I failed miserably. Miserably failed. There's a lot, and I wasn't even close. I read the trilogy, and that was it. I read the trilogy, then I got halfway through the Silmarillion, and I was like, this is impossible. I'm not doing this. So, but I'll do it later in the year.
Would that include King George and the Dragon or Saint George and the Dragon?
I'm not sure.
As a translation work?
I don't know. I was thinking more there's what is it? Children of Hurin, I think is what it's called. There's a few others. Baron and Luthien, I think, is its own work. It's a bunch of random, still canon, still legendarium type books that I would one day at least like to read, but for now, there's no way. I'll tell you what I did just finish though. Gordon Ramsay's autobiography.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's interesting. So
I would read that.
It's really short. It's I listened to it. I wanted something that was long enough it was short enough to finish on the plane to and from San Diego. So it was perfect for that. It's 3.5 hours. The audiobook is really weird. And also it's older. It's 14 years old. So it was right when Hell's Kitchen kind of was taking off. So it was a long time ago. But it's really interesting. He has a really interesting life story, and he reads it. The one issue I had is that he's very Scottish. So he's really, there's a lot of slang in there that I didn't even understand. And a lot of sometimes it's he kind of mumbles a little bit. He has a really low kind of soothing voice, and so it can be hard to understand him. But I love him. I totally have a man crush on Gordon Ramsay right now.
He's a pretty wild person.
Super, super inspiring story.
I know he is runs super marathons and runs a bunch of restaurants and does all of his TV stuff and is with all his kids all the time. Yeah. I don't know. I've seen some of his Reddit AMAs.
He had a really awful childhood actually. His dad was terrible, and he ran away, and then he almost ended up playing professional soccer. Got injured too many times, and then it's just really interesting to hear. One of the most inspiring things is how he identifies with work. He's everyone says that I'm a bully or I'm an asshole because I yell at people in the kitchen. He's but I believe in excellence, and I identify with my work. He's working is what I do. So I don't know. It was super interesting, and I don't know. I always thought for some reason he came from wealth or whatever, but he absolutely didn't. And so it's fun to hear, kind of the story of how everything got started. Wow. Yeah. There was really this, cool. I don't want to give too much away, but there was this, I'll tell you one part of it. It's called Humble Pie, by the way, which is kind of cheesy.
It's a great name.
There's really no mention of Humble Pie in it.
That's a good name.
Some agent was probably let's call it Humble Pie. But
it sounds like he's due for an update.
Exactly. I really want him to write another edition, because I do think in the past 15 years, the way he's become even more famous is even more interesting because of memes and the internet and his personality.
I mean, Amy commented, "It's raw, you donkey."
It's raw, you donkey. Where's the lamb sauce?
Where's the lamb sauce?
Anyway, I'll stop talking about Gordon Ramsay.
Finally, some delicious food.
Yeah. I'll tell you one story from the book. I have to. Okay. So he was head chef at this restaurant. And he actually had 25% ownership of it. That's how they lured him to go work there. And there was this like really complicated deal with a bunch of different investors, and they were actually going to fire him and then sell the restaurant. So they were going to cut him out of the deal and then sell it. So they're doing like some sketchy business stuff. And so what Gordon did is he hired someone to, and this is like before the internet, he hired someone to ride up on a moped to the restaurant, steal the reservations book, and drive off. Which, like, the reservations book then was, I mean, they're booked like 6 months out because they're like a high class Michelin star restaurant. And so he like totally tanked this restaurant right before they were supposed to like, you know, have this big valuation and be sold and stuff. Yeah, he was like, I had a cloak and dagger style phone call. Someone called me and they're like, they're going to screw you over. Don't trust any of them. Hang up. He's like, I don't know who it was. It's like, this is crazy. So he like set up this whole like thing. I know.
All I can picture is someone rolling up on the moped, and it's like
it's
Gordon Ramsay with a wig.
Yeah.
Could I get a reservation, please?
Yeah, pretty crazy.
And all the reservations are in that book.
It's raw, you donkey. Like,
it's raw.
All right, that was an odd tangent. But so anyway,
we're getting a lot of Peep related
Peeps
conversation on Facebook.
Like the
I think
marshmallow Peeps.
Somebody commented about Peeps and how they wanted Peeps now, and then not everybody in the comments knows what Peeps are, so they thought it was a little cannibalistic.
Oh, I see. So Miriam's is not from the U.S., and I don't think Peeps are very popular outside the U.S. I'm not really sure if Peeps are very popular inside the U.S.
I was gonna say.
But do you like Peeps? I could
no.
see you liking Peeps, but
no, I can't really do marshmallows.
Yeah, I don't enjoy them. I'm not really sure why they are still so popular.
I mean,
I think it's kind of like, so I actually love candy corn, but I think it's a similar thing to where it's kind of a meme of a candy, or it's like a seasonal thing that like they're like when you really get down to it, they're not very good, but they represent a season or like a time of the year that people, I think they give it more credit than it deserves because it kind of gets batched with that feeling like, oh, Easter time, the springtime Peeps, like they're delicious. Right. It's like, no, they're not. Candy corn, the fall, like Halloween, delicious.
I feel like I got bullied out of liking candy corn. Like nobody ever told me I wasn't supposed to like candy corn.
I got bullied into liking candy
really
corn. It's like I'm the contrarian. It's like, I don't like candy corn. I was like, it's my favorite candy. Like, I love it.
No, I was like, I don't know, it's not great, but it's not bad. And people that, like, you go on the internet and they're like, candy corn is horrible. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess it's not very good.
Right. I love it. I love candy corn. I don't love Peeps. I wish we could do a poll. Does anyone here know if you can do a poll in a live stream? I feel like I've seen it before, but I would love to do a poll of who likes Peeps and who doesn't. Anyway, that should be the giveaway. Candy corn is yeah. I think I agree, Tommy.
I'll be honest, and this is where I get really controversial. I don't even like s'mores. I like the nostalgia of them. I like making them. But from a flavor standpoint, I would rather just have the graham cracker and the chocolate.
You know what's funny? I actually like the flavor. I hate eating a s'more.
Oh, yeah. Horrible experience.
It's like, I don't even know if texture is the right word. It's like the structural integrity of it.
It's going straight out the back on your shirt by default.
Right.
Because you have two crunchy pieces and then soft inner.
Yeah.
And you have to use what really should happen is you should break the top and then bite into it.
Right.
It's not a pleasant eating experience.
There needs to be a better vessel for eating a s'mores, because it does have a unique flavor that is, I think, somewhat hard to replicate. But it's just the actual vessel is so difficult to work with. It's not even. It's really really hard to work with.
So I found out the way this whole conversation started was Tommy said morning Peeps. That's how we got here.
Yeah, what's the meme where it's like one domino?
Yeah,
and they get. It's like Tommy's like morning Peeps.
Morning
and then
Peeps.
It's like
the last domino is everybody unfollows the Heroes Journal because Dak doesn't like s'mores. Our business goes under.
Right, the business crashes. Yeah. Anyway, this is Who would have thought we'd be talking about Peeps? S'mores are pain to eat. Yeah, they are. So true. So Denise, thanks for commenting. She says you can do it in Facebook. There's a lot of steps. I don't think we're willing to do it. I don't want to call anyone out either. I don't want to start a civil war over peeps, things like that.
That'll make it into your autobiography. Do you have any friends who have written memoirs?
No.
It's I have two.
Two?
They're not close enough that I think they would watch this. And I'm like, no offense, we're both in our mid-20s.
Oh my
you
god.
You don't get to
that
do
is
this yet.
Awful.
And like neither of them have done. Well, both of them have some like
that is
stuff
so
in their
funny.
life that happened.
Yeah.
But by my estimation, I'm like, I don't know how you're gonna get a book out of
they're-
this.
They're published?
They're trying to.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm
Anyway.
a huge fan of like recording the things that happened, even if you want to do it in a
Amazing.
narrative form. But
Amazing.
don't. But if you, to your
There-
point, if you're in your 20s and you're like, I have a memoir, it's gonna be unless you're like wildly famous and you have an insane story, like you got attacked by a mountain bear and you fought it off or something,
Insulting when
If-
it rolled past your campsite at 2 a.m.
right? And it's Ford Ranger. Like, yeah, if you have some world-renowned, incredible story, then I'm like, okay, I want to read about that story. I want to know the details of it. How did it happen? Right?
Mhm.
Even then, it's kind of a stretch. But if it's some like, if it's not some extraordinary person writing a memoir in their 20s, it's probably, I don't see it being very interesting. That's the hard part about memoirs. They're not interesting unless the person writing them is notable, I think.
Right. It's
You know what I
tied to who you are.
Right.
Anyway, I'm also like, just what do you do with your life after you write your memoir?
Exactly.
Isn't that an admission that literally nothing else interesting is going to happen to you? Aren't
Yeah.
you saying like it's all over from here?
It's all over.
Like, I don't know.
I don't know. See, that's what I was thinking during the Gordon Ramsay book. I was like, I know this is old. So anyway,
Oh, Ashley said, I like making s'mores pie, but not eating s'mores. S'mores pie is chocolate mousse with marshmallow meringue and a cinnamon graham crust. That sounds amazing.
see that could work.
That sounds dank as
That
all
could,
get
you
out.
get all the flavors.
Yep,
you
chocolate
get,
mousse.
Yeah,
Mm.
you get a more intelligent
Served
chocolate.
cold.
Yeah, you get like a oof. That sounds good. Also, you're cooking this weekend.
I am.
Do you have plan? Am I allowed to know?
I really don't have plans.
Okay. Fair
I actually was walking back from getting my coffee this morning, and I was like, I should ask Nick on the live stream, what do you want to have for dinner tonight?
I don't know.
I know.
I actually was kind of hoping to be surprised.
Great.
I think.
I can surprise you guys.
Okay.
I know we're gonna do burgers.
Yes.
I know we'll
that's-
probably do surf and turf because it's on brand
Ooh.
for us as a business.
love surfing.
I'll probably do like a big ol' mac and cheese. I mean, my thought is we'll eat some of the partier foods and then we'll see how we feel. But
Yeah.
I know that we're gonna go shopping tomorrow,
We are.
so all I have to be on top of is for dinner tonight.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I think those are the only two things people gave me as stuff they for sure wanted. But I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
make those grilled cheeseburgers.
Oh.
That I made. Yeah.
That is exciting.
Nachos. Cheyenne Smith, you're right. Actually, I have been working on my salsa and my queso,
Hell
and I
yeah.
think I probably will make nachos.
Reem says, "You guys cook? No, Zach cooks, and we eat it and do the dishes." Circle of life.
Lisa, I do use cast iron as pretty much my standard. I have a Dutch oven that I use for anything liquidy or braisy, and then I have I'll use nonstick like pretty much exclusively only for eggs, and then I have a stainless steel pan for that I like to cook meat in, so that I create a roux and can create a pan sauce from that. But cast iron is bae. That heat evenness, it's amazing. I have an
potato
old
nachos.
cast iron pan I found.
Oh, really?
That was my car camping cast iron pan, and it's really rusted, so now I might try to restore it.
How do you restore it?
It's not too difficult. You basically let it soak for a couple of days in cleaning solution, and then you hit it with steel wool, and you strip it down,
Oh, I see.
and then you reseason it.
It's like a
so
new,
heat
a,
it-
a new layer.
Yeah, heat
I
it back
see.
up, and then olive oil, heat it back
That's
up,
pretty
olive
cool.
oil. So
I don't know if that's how that works.
that's part of the reason why there's so many amazing vintage cast iron pans, because with cast iron, it is actually not that difficult to take. You can look up some of the really nasty examples,
Yeah.
but there's a pan that looks like it's just pure rust, and it's like actually underneath that it might be viable.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Heroes Journal cookbook. I am so in.
Wow. You know, we actually kicked around the idea of doing a. It was something in that realm. It was for IMA, so it was for a Story Magic Academy. We were gonna do like a potions list, but it was gonna be like cocktails, and then maybe like, I don't know, like little like appetizers, little tiny meals that were kind of magical. But I mean, we had a lot of other things to do. We didn't want to throw in a cookbook on the side.
Yeah, when I wasn't making lo-fi beats.
Yeah, good.
Or
Lord.
Magic Month. Erica's parents restore cast iron. We got a comment.
That's cool. I love the idea of vintage cast iron.
It's really
It's
cool.
like, this is a vintage cast iron pan,
Tommy with the title Snacks from Zach, a Hero's Journal cookbook.
Zach Snack.
Snack.
Snacks has to be spelled like SNACH.
Snacks.
Snacks.
Snackery Boyd.
There you go. Snack Boyd. Yeah, the HeroCon Hero's Journal Hero Cookbook.
Dude, if we do HeroCon, I will so cook a meal for
I have written.
everyone.
I kid you not, my journal's right here. I just started filling it out before the live stream. For the last week, I've been writing HeroCon ? In my notes because I want to keep thinking about it. So I've been thinking about it. I really want to do it. I want to do a virtual HeroCon, and then in a year we'll do an in-person one. That's like I'm not saying it's going to happen. That's just what I would like.
Be pretty
to do.
sweet.
It's going to be a lot of work.
Be pretty sweet.
We have to fulfill a bunch of Kickstarter orders and then, do a few releases and then, then do HeroCon, among other things. So we'll see where
I'm really hopeful. I'm really hopeful that things, vaccines a lot more prevalent. Things start to open up.
Yeah.
I feel like there will be like a 6 to 12 month period where all venues everywhere are just
booked.
outbooked because
Yeah.
they'll probably still be at limited capacity.
Right.
And all, the Justin Biebers of the world are going to get first dibs on, the smaller name people like us wanting to do HeroCon. And then there will be like the perfect window.
Well, I don't even know where we would do it. I honestly, it sounds crazy. I think we just do it here.
All right. I'm in.
Yeah, probably not. But somewhere like the Kirkland Performing Arts Center.
Right.
It seats maybe 300 people.
Mm-hmm.
You could set up booths. You couldn't really hang out there all day. Nah, maybe we need somewhere bigger. I don't know. We'll talk more about it.
Even Overlake Church up the road does
Yeah.
events. They have probably too big of a space though.
They're probably a little big, but
That's probably like a
church
3,000
is not a
person.
bad idea.
Right. Where there's an auditorium and gymnasium space.
Multiple stages and microphones and stuff.
Yeah. For Gordon Ramsay to present about his upbringing.
Dude,
if we
if
got
we got
Gordon
Gordon Ramsay to speak at HeroCon? Oh yeah, a hotel convention room would totally work.
Rent out the Google headquarters. I wish they're not using them.
I bet we could. No, we couldn't.
I don't think we could.
Guys, you do not want to miss this opportunity.
I don't know. I'm kind of with
Google.
Meredith. Vegas, baby.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Mary. We said booths, and
Dude.
it's actually pronounced beef. Beefs.
Ashley and Jennifer.
What?
Heroes Sword and Circle branded. I'm gonna hit you with something.
Okay.
Sword and Circle branded cast iron.
Whoa. Wait, where is the brand?
I don't know. I didn't think that far.
Okay.
I was just thinking Heroes Journal
You know,
branded
when you said
cast
that,
iron.
the first thing I thought of was a skillet for pancakes. You make you know what I'm talking about, the custom. You make sword and circle
yeah.
pancakes. That's what I thought of.
I feel like those things never work out.
No, they're not great.
Plus, I'm kind of opposed to novelty kitchen items. It's like you got to be able to use something for 17 different things.
Right.
No unitaskers.
I see. No Mickey Mouse pancakes in this kitchen.
No.
Yeah.
Some 4-year-old's like, I just wanted a Mickey Mouse pancake. I'm like, no unitaskers. Put the brand on the handle. That's what I was thinking. Be pretty sweet.
Brandel.
Castle Mice Con taking place in old ruins in a visitor-friendly state park.
Wait, what? There's old ruins.
I mean, we could.
We
What's
go to Scotland or
what's
something.
what's that fort? Out on the peninsula. that was like set up for World War II but never used. You know what I'm talking
I
about?
think I do. It sounds familiar.
You can go run around in there.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
that'll be our conference.
Be a great place for castle mice.
It's true. I actually see the fun thing about a conference is you don't have to do it here. The only benefit
Right.
to doing it here would be it's close to journals, so
Mhm.
you wouldn't have to like pay a bunch of money to ship them somewhere. But I mean, if we had a big enough crowd, like we could go to like somewhere in the middle of the United States.
Mhm.
You could go somewhere. You go to Colorado and get like a really nice hotel or something like that, and
Probably cheaper in here too.
probably
Yeah, a more central location, or
yeah,
seed it based off of like a heat map.
right. Like how many people are attending. That way, people could drive to.
Yeah.
You know, we're pretty tucked away up in the upper left, the United States. Anyway, we
No-
always start talking about HeroCon and then we start planning it on the live stream.
Meredith said no Hello Kitty spam musubi mold. The kitchen is incomplete without one. I need one. I should get one. I love musubi. I think I was talking to you about musubi recently. We were having a whole conversation about how I think spam is slept on, right?
Mm.
We were talking about spam, and I was saying spam slept on, and musubi is a good example of an amazing spam dish. I don't know. Maybe that was with my other friends I started a business with.
Yeah. Okay. See, Miriam wants us to bring it to Europe, which would be a bold move to have our first one in Europe. But yeah, I figure there is a spammer.
And
Man,
we
look at-
are
look at the-
saying goodbye to DC.
Wow, that was easy.
I know it's so much easier when you're on
You
your own
guys-
page.
That spammer did not stand a chance at all.
I know. That spammer's like, oh, hey, look, a nice live stream. This will be easy.
Boom. Kicked out. Ban hammer. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah. They should be gone.
They are gone.
That was easy. We got our pins last night.
We did.
We
Super
got-
exciting.
Ooh, we should go get one. I'll go get one really quick.
Okay, I am going to sit here and monologue about Musubi. Realistically, Musubi. Well, that spammer is gone, but speaking of spam, Musubi is delicious. Peeps or candy corn. Wow, shout out to John for figuring out the polls so quickly. Well, Nick goes and gets some pins to show off. You can drop your vote in the live stream. Gillette Castle State Park in Connecticut. Amazing. What are while we have the poll on screen, any other feelings about spam? Not the person commenting saying to text their friend Andy about getting a payment via WhatsApp, but the canned food product. Very popular in Hawaiian cuisine, which is I think deeply underrated. Musubi is it's a Hawaii. I believe it's Hawaiian in origin. It's a dish that is a slice of spam on a piece of rice wrapped in seaweed. It's like spam sushi in a weird way, with a sweet reduction sauce, like hoisin based. It's delicious. Musubi. Somebody asked what musubi was. It was really great because we had a spammer while I was talking about spam the product.
I see.
It was organic. It came up naturally.
Nice. Unlike spam. Okay. Guys.
It's
I have
happening.
a new pen to show you. Now, before I show you this pen, it should be known that this is only for Kickstarter people. And whether you backed a tier that involved getting pins or not, you will get this pin. That was confusing, but I think you know what I mean. Here it is.
Ooh, looks so good.
Does look really good. Ugh. See if I can get it to focus.
I think the thing there it is.
Come on. Come on. There it is. Oh, yeah.
Looks really good.
Isn't that amazing? This thing looks so good. Boom. So, these are the Kickstart Wizard pins. Just got them in the mail yesterday. We're really excited to send those out, but it'll be a little bit before we do because we have a lot more. We have a lot of other things to get in the mail before we can send things in the mail to you guys. But it turned out extremely well. Twig with the little Kickstart medal, very exciting. Kickstart Wizard. It's a great pen. Ryan did a great job on that design. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it would be kind of a bummer if we shipped the pins out. It's like, but you don't get your journal yet. Because we don't have those yet.
Yeah, we don't have the journals yet. We would be showing them all over the place. If we did,
Yeah.
But we do not have them.
I would be starting my next quest.
So Quentin asked, I believe asked, is there a Kickstarter? Yeah, there was a Kickstarter. It closed. I don't know if you've seen this, by the way. We have gotten so many like unfortunate messages about people that did one of two things. A, either forgot to back and they're like, "Oh, I missed it. I can still back, right?" Or, "Hey, how do I do add-ons now that the campaign is closed?" And it's like such a bummer because, I mean, honestly, we haven't really been messaging these people back yet. Well, anyone back because, again, we're taking time off of work. But, like, it's just a bummer because you want to be able to point them to a place where they can get a journal, but they can't. So, hey, you know, for those who are maybe like, "Oh, I shouldn't have backed the Kickstarter," you should be glad that you did because it's like really... You know, it's a bummer for those people that didn't back in time. And for those who wanted to do add-ons after the campaign, I can understand why that's confusing because Kickstarter has introduced that new feature where you can do add-ons during the campaign, whereas traditionally it was add-ons after. But, you know, now that it's during campaign, like people are thinking that they can do add-ons post, and we have bad news for them.
Mm-hmm.
So we've learned a lot about Kickstarter.
Even I got a couple replies to the letter from the mentor of like, "Hey, I want to back the 170 tier. How do I do that?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Greetings, hero." Sorry.
Greeting heroes. Very sorry.
It's the darker side of you know, I know we have a lot of people who are like Kickstarter power users and understand everything.
Yeah.
But if you've never, you know, maybe you've only heard of Kickstarter, but you've never done it before, it's not necessarily intuitive to you that it's not, you know, these items aren't going to be here on our store immediately available. Or it's like, why can't I just give you money for the thing you made? And it's like, we're really sorry. We ordered a really specific number of these based off of the campaign.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably think through that a little more next time. But, you know, these are things that you never would know if we ever do a Kickstarter. We're not even really sure if we ever are because it's a lot. It's a whole lot of work. David asked, when do the PDFs come? They will come next week, right? Yeah, next week once we're all back in the office, back in town. So I believe that's early April, right?
Should be.
Next week? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 26th today.
Yeah.
I'm good at knowing what day of the week it is.
Yeah, 26th. So next week is going to be, well, yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll let everyone know. We'll make a big ruckus about it, David, but it should be very soon. We have to make sure that's going to be clean, but we want to get those PDFs out to everyone as soon as possible. Also, if you did add-ons, we will also be shipping those out in early April as well.
Super exciting. So if you have not replied to the Kickstarter survey form, though I'd imagine that everybody on the live stream has.
Yeah, you guys probably have.
Because you guys are amazing. But there are some people out there who haven't yet. Then you want to log into your Kickstarter account and fill out the survey form, because if you back the Kickstarter, we don't actually have your address by default, the way Kickstarter runs it.
Yeah.
You have to add your address as part of the survey so that we know where to ship your stuff to.
Yeah, also, one thing that makes it difficult, we can only send the survey one time. So we can't keep sending it to you. So if you maybe opened it and then like left it on red, please go back and fill it out. That's the only way we can ship your thing to you. So please find the survey, fill it out. Yeah, but Kyle was telling me when we did send out the surveys, he was like, it was super exciting because we got 150 responses in a minute.
Yeah.
Like people
Dude,
were
that's
like,
so exciting.
just super on it. And I think we've gotten, I'm gonna do a little look-see. I'm gonna check.
Ooh-wee.
I'm gonna check. I believe Kickstarter tells you how many people have responded.
I do have to answer David. who asked, wait, if not Kickstarters, how will we get more hero stuff? Rest assured, whether or not we go back to Kickstarter and that's the right move, we will be releasing more things.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's more a
we're just
matter
getting
of
started.
how we.
Wow,
What
90% of
That's
the
high
people.
five worthy.
90% of the people who backed our Kickstarter have responded to the surveys. So the real numbers of that. So we sent surveys to 2,723 people. I know that the campaign says that there was 2,800 people, but there's sometimes cards get declined or people back out or something happens with Kickstarter. So there's a lot of kind of drop off towards the end, which is totally fine. We're not mad about that. And then there's also people that pledged and didn't get a journal. There's like 38 of those people, and then 45 people dropped. So there's a bit of a discrepancy. But anyway, 2,457 heroes have responded to the survey, which means we only have, I don't know, like 200 heroes left who haven't responded. So that's actually really good. I was expecting it to be significantly worse. I was expecting it to be
awesome.
like 50%, honestly. So that's awesome. That is going to help us send things a lot easier than before. So yeah, pretty cool. Now there isn't any. So the surveys, they go out based on tiers, right? So each tier gets its own like survey, if that makes sense. So like valedictorians get their own, classmate bundles get their own, and so on. I don't think there isn't any single tier who has gotten back to all their surveys. But it's close.
And remember that the first tier to completely fill out their survey gets a pizza party. So could be I'm sorry, that was funny to me.
So we'll contact you. Yeah. We'll send you everyone a Red Baron, and we'll have a Zoom.
Yeah, a
It's a
frozen
huge
Red
bummer.
Baron.
I actually need to say this in the live stream because we've gotten a few emails about it. You cannot update the story, or you can't update your actual campaign page once the campaign closes. You can't touch it. So because we hit that stretch goal at like the last like hour of the campaign, we didn't have time to update the graphic. And so we don't have a new like Castle Mice unlocked like set yet. It's kind of a bummer. We do have a design for the Castle Mice though.
We do?
We do. I don't really want to share it yet because I'm not sure if it's the final design, but that's it. Yeah.
That's why I was playing coy about it. I was like, I don't know. It's final.
Have you seen it? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you
I
had
do
seen
love it.
I wanted to show it to you. Okay. So we're working on the Castle Mice. Don't
Yes,
worry.
and just to clarify, because we did have some people thinking ahead. Well, they were like, well, if people dropped off, does that mean we no longer hit the pledge number?
No, we did.
Rest assured, Castle Mice are coming.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it's kind of funky. Like, there's always a discrepancy between what Kickstarter like publicly says that you hit as far as backers and the amount that was pledged, and then the actual amount that you get paid. But our promise was that if that pledge number got to 300,000, we would do plushie mice. And so we are keeping our promise. We are doing plushie mice. They are coming, rest assured. It'll be a little bit of time. We're still designing it, so we're still getting the journals, all that stuff. We're still aiming for June to have everything shipped by late June. It's possible that bleeds over into July, especially for international heroes. But believe us when we say that we are moving as fast as we can on all of those things. So yeah, and it's a lot of moving parts. I mean,
Yep.
I think the last live stream, Kyle and I, the math was we are shipping out 43,000 items, over 43,000 unique items to every single person. That doesn't mean packages, but just what that really means is that there is a ton of moving pieces, a ton of things on the fulfillment side, on managing different vendors, making sure everything lands at the right time, storing everything correctly, shipping everything on time and safely to the quality that we ship things out at. So it's just a lot of moving parts.
Dude, I got to read this comment from Patty.
Go ahead.
Patty has the design ready to go for the Wonder Woman outfit for their mouse. Just waiting to get the size right.
No.
That's amazing. That's so cool.
That's remarkable.
The other thing too is just one of the exciting things about the Kickstarter side is it's like we've never made plushies before, right?
Yeah.
We've never made toys like this. Everything else is like we have
Right.
prototype pens, we had prototyped pins. We had a map print. Like
Yep.
we've done postcards or different prints. We
We've done
know
the
how
wax
the wax
stamping.
stamp goes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still work, but it's all like we know the ins and outs, and we
Right.
have prototypes.
Yeah.
When we put the plush stretch goal, we were like, oh, this would be really cool, but there's no way it'll happen.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, sweet, this happened, but now we have to figure out how to make these,
Right. We're like, okay, now we have to learn something new all of a sudden.
which is exciting.
Yeah, it's always exciting.
What I'm kind of getting a little peckish to give away a journal here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Kind of hankering for I don't know, little late Friday morning free journal.
I
don't know how you're
think
feeling.
I think we got to do a giveaway. We're gonna do the Free Journal Friday giveaway now. I'm gonna check on the entry forms. Last time I checked, we were at 68. We're at 92 currently.
Ooh.
92 heroes have entered. Looking good. Okay. I always forget how Kyle does this. I think it's like
You do probably a random number generator for the number of total entries, and then you correlate that.
I think you can just take the whole CSV and randomize it.
I'm sure you can. That was just the way I would do it right now.
All right. Let's see.
Or I could run to the bathroom and say Kyle Cole 3 times into the mirror with the light off, and he'll
And
appear.
he'll show up.
It's like, guys, it's my week off.
Oh, good.
What are you doing?
I should have had Kyle send me the website.
Thank you, LL. I was like, I really think peckish is the appropriate word here. And I almost double clutched on it. I almost switched over to just hankering. But I went for
Peckish
it.
is a good word to use there. So yeah, I think we're just gonna do like a number generator.
Great.
Instead of having names, we're gonna do a number. Okay, I'm gonna refresh the sheet here. Okay, so we have 93 entries. This is your last chance to enter for Free Journal Friday. Okay, you guys ready? Make sure YouTube is up to snuff. You guys on it? All right, here we go. Okay, the final entry count is 93. So I will go to my super
I
high tech
drum rolled too early.
randomizer. Okay, you ready? Drum roll, please. Wow. The winner of the Free Journal Friday is Chris Brummett.
Chris, come on down.
Come on down,
Come on
Chris.
down, Chris. We got Heroes Journals. We got them in different colors. You can get them in Dragonfire Red.
Keep going.
You can get them in Wildwood Green. You can get it in Royal Purple or Mountain Gray. You can get any one you want. All you got to do is comment in the next 2 minutes or so. How many? What's the timer?
90 seconds. I'm going to start the timer now. Yep. Okay.
Timer is started now. Congratulations to Chris. I've yet to see the comment. Ooh wee.
All right. You got to police the.
I'm looking.
Rest in peace, Alex Trebek.
R.I.P. You know what is yesterday I got the song our dishwasher or our laundry machine plays. Our laundry machine plays, it was in my estimation an absurdly long song. Like it's still going.
It has like
Bring.
wow.
Personally, all I
You
need
nailed that.
is bring.
Okay, hold on. We need to see if Chris calms it because he has 20
Sorry.
seconds. Is Chris here?
Come on, Chris.
Check YouTube. Sometimes YouTube. Okay, 5 seconds. Chris, come on.
Oh,
Are we seeing Chris here?
I don't see any
Chris. Huge
Mm.
bummer.
Well,
We'll give you an extra 10 seconds.
yeah, because of the run out. But we
Give you
could
a-
be
we'll-
selecting another winner.
We'll give you an extra 10 seconds, Chris. But if you don't claim your journal, we got to give it to someone else. We just simply have to. Ooh.
And nothing on YouTube. I'm sorry, Chris.
Chris.
Chris Diaz was commenting, but not Chris Brummett. Well, you know what that
Yeah.
means. Another drum roll.
All right. All right. I have to pick another random number.
Oh, wait.
Did he comment? Was that
Christina.
Oh,
Chris.
Christina. She just said Chris. I think that counts. That feels like it counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the entry.
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
do. LL, you're right. I do need radio voice lessons.
Oh, you're right. We forgot to do that.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations,
Christina.
Christina.
Chris.
Chris?
I think that was their entry.
Yeah, Chris was the entry.
Yeah.
But I saw
Yeah.
Christina was the Facebook name, so
Yes. But I think they go by Chris.
We'll go-
That's
okay.
what I was trying to say.
gotcha. I see.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Congratulations, Chris.
Congratulations, Chris.
Email support@theheroesjournal.co, and we will get you connected with a free journal of your choice.
Congrats.
I know it's not possible. I wish we could do a Free Journal Friday exclusive version of the journal.
Ooh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe we could write something in there.
yeah, that would be cool. And you,
I'm not going to tag. I'm just going to say.
also David with the Eucatastrophe, which is a great,
Ooh.
great concept in storytelling. There's the Eucatastrophe, and then there's the Pyrrhic victory, which I think is like the Pyrrhic victory is from the Peloponnesian War. I believe it's Pyrrhus is a general who wins a battle, but winning the battle ultimately lost them the war. Which I just think it's really funny that it's like, hey guys, I finally won something, and it's like, guess what? We're gonna use your name to describe what it's like when you win, but you actually lose.
That's
like,
pretty tragic.
come on, guys, can I have one?
Yeah. We should write something personal in the Free Journal Friday journals.
I was like, is there can we do like a print that's like 1 of 52 for the year? You know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah.
Like that would be really
exclusive.
cool, because then it would
we could do a
also
print.
it would give incentive for people who already have journals. It's something you can only get by winning a Free Journal Friday. So even if you already have a journal or you already have 4,
It's true.
there's still a reason you would want to win.
Although LL just said no exclusive, because then we can't get one except by luck. Persistence and heart won't pay off.
Well, but LL, you're also here every Friday, and that seems like persistence and heart to me.
That's a good point. We'll think more about it. Maybe we'll give them like early access to something.
Mm-hmm.
Like an early print that will sell later, or like a bonus
Yeah,
pen.
or even just it's a print you can get other places, but this one is numbered.
Yeah,
Number 3 of 52.
or just like a DVD edition of Magic Mike or something, or some colored pencil. Just something to sweeten the deal.
touch.
Something to sweeten the deal a little bit. Oh yeah, companion journal's a great idea. Anyway, we can discuss this as time goes on. Really appreciate all of the suggestions. I also want to give a quick shout out. There have been a handful of heroes that have been brave enough to sign up for what we are currently calling office hours. So that is going to be
that's awesome.
sort of a coaching call with Kyle or I or both, where we walk through the journal with you, walk through intro content and how to use the daily page. Hopefully we can kind of get a good idea of how we can help you on your quest, if at all. The hope for office hours is that they are turned into kind of a piece of community, like information, or I don't want to say content, but it's kind of like an informative thing. Usually, if someone has a question, another person has that same question. So the hope with office hours is that we're able to walk through someone's journal in real time, go through a specific problem that they might be facing, or some specific threat to their quest, or something like that. Talk it out, get suggestions from the heroes, and then help them on their way. So it's like a very hands-on kind of like ally approach to getting something done. So that's kind of the hope with office hours. We'll see how it goes. But to the brave souls who have signed up to be the first in line, thank you.
Now, where could I, if I was interested in being involved in office hours, where could I go sign up?
Oh man, that's actually a great question. What you would want to do is shoot an email to support@theheroesjournal.co.
That's the same email that's in our currently pinned comment. So more than just Chris could email that email.
More than Chris could email that. If you want to be someone who does a coaching call with Kyle or I, or both, go ahead and shoot an email to support@theheroesjournal.co. That is ran by John Combs. So he is
shout out to John.
Big shout out to John. He's great. He will help you get set up with office hours, get some time on our calendar, and we can talk about all things the journal. It's not just like a hyper focus on your goals or your quest. It's also like a way to chat through, like, I don't know, potential product ideas or what the Hero Journal should do next or all that stuff. So it's like a really good way for us to get to know you to get to know us. Because you got to think about it this way. You guys get to just, stare at our faces 24/7. And we don't know what you guys look like or sound like. We don't know what you guys, we don't actually get to like really interact with you in the same way that, we interact, or you interact with us.
Yeah.
So it's a cool way to kind of put names to faces and really get to know heroes. Kind of a baby step towards, I don't know, something like HeroCon.
Yeah. And David asked a really good question. What does a coaching call like this cost?
So it's going to be 3 installments of $0.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And is there an option to switch that to 6 installments of $0?
You can do a payment plan, which would bump you up to 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So 24 payments.
So there's a 7th extra payment of $0.
$0. And then
so
there's
you
also
are incentivized to go with 3
There
payments.
is a deposit fee that you'll get back at the end of it for $0.
For $0.
It's free. It's 100% free, guys. Come on. You kidding me? Yeah.
We would love to talk to you about your quest and about the journal, and about what's working for you.
It's literally free. And that's never even crossed our mind to charge for it because, no way. I mean, I don't think we'd go as far to say that like every journal comes with a coach or anything like that. I think this is us just kind of dipping our toes in the water to really get a down-to-earth idea as to how we can make this Heroes Journal tool easier to use and more intuitive to use for heroes to come. Obviously for heroes that are using it in the short term, but as time goes on, it's a way for us to get really down in the trenches with heroes that are really on their quest, really on their journey, kind of feel out those pain points with them, feel out what's working, feel out what is kind of confusing or not working or kind of becoming a distraction or a block from the journey, and then hopefully implement those things into the product as we move on. So it's not like we're just, I don't know, like looking for more money or something like that. We're genuinely trying to get to know you guys. And I think we're trying to get a better idea of what this kind of magical journal really is doing in the world, because our mission isn't to make more money. Our mission is to help people feel like the hero of their quest. So that helps us do that in the long term. And hopefully it helps you guys accomplish your quests in the short term. And hopefully that piece of content, if we decide to record it or not, can help a lot of other people that are maybe a little shyer or maybe a little less confident. I don't know.
All I heard was you say shire.
Shire? Nice. Is shire a word? I don't think it is. More shy, maybe.
I think it is, actually.
Is
Feeling
it really,
a bit shire.
Is it spelled like the Hobbit Shire?
I don't know. I would contend that even if it's, and I'm usually the gatekeepiest person about words, it's like even if it's not a word, I understood what you meant.
Yeah.
So it's like even if the exact participle wasn't quite right, I know what you were talking about. So
yeah, David nailed it. Purpose is to do the good work, not just make money. Absolutely. I mean, it's like obviously businesses have to make money to be businesses, but I mean, truthfully, like, and we've already experienced this, hitting big milestones of numbers doesn't really get us out of bed. It doesn't really make us that excited. It's fun for about 10 seconds. And then it's like, okay, what does that really mean? What's the real impact that you're having in the world? That's kind of the bigger questions that we ask ourselves.
Yeah, it's like once you make enough money to pay your rent,
right,
then it's kind of like, great.
Yeah.
It's an imaginary number after that.
Right. Exactly.
It's more well, and I think it's also too. It's like we really like this thing that we have. We think it makes a real difference. We know how we use it. I know how I use it.
Right.
You know, I know a little bit about how you use it.
Yep.
We are not representative of the entire world of heroes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to talk to more people about what makes sense to them. What doesn't. What are the most useful parts? What are the parts that don't make sense?
Yeah.
You know, do we need more explanation in these areas? What else would you like to see on the page or outside of the book as a whole?
And really, how do we make sure that people are completing journals and not just filling them out every day, but actually conferring a benefit? We actually got a review over the weekend from someone who waited to review the journal until they were done with it.
It was so cool.
And it was one of the most gratifying moments I think I've had in the business so far. We get a lot of first impression reviews. People are like, this thing's beautiful. It's amazing. It's already helping me. You know, I'm 2 weeks in and I'm
intimidated by it. I don't know what to write, but it's really beautiful.
Exactly. But we rarely get someone who will like wait and then write a review. And so I think those are the moments that we are trending towards getting more of. And those are the ones we want. Like, it's one thing for a hero to start a quest, but for a hero to complete a quest, like, it's a whole nother thing. And it's so deeply gratifying to us as the people that are putting this out in the world. So that's what it's really about for us. And so that is kind of what office hours is. It's a move towards that, towards trying to measure how to do that more effectively. So anyway, stop pitching office hours. If you want to be involved in that, email John, support at theheroesjournal.co to get signed up for office hours. And hey, I think we're live streaming tomorrow from the cabin for Coffee Talk. I think we are. I'm not sure if we are, but I'm pretty sure we plan to. I'm going to go ahead and say we are. Kyle and I will probably be doing it, and probably everyone will be involved there. So coffee chat tomorrow, Saturday morning.
We might not have our normal live stream set up. I don't know if we're bringing it out.
So I don't think we're bringing that. I think it'll be the webcam.
So it'll be a little more
campy.
You know, if you guys want to get Nick in 1080p, absorb it while you can. Until next week. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it'll be the grainy webcam once again, which we used to live stream. You know, I might be a little shyer than before.
It is a word.
Is it?
Yeah. We have the right live stream to ask questions like that.
Oh,
it's the word shy with ER on the end.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Yeah.
Duh. Okay, great. All right, you wonderful, wonderful heroes. We will be doing coffee talk.
John commented, tomorrow will be the Saturday coffee talk. Will we have internet edition?
Yeah.
Which is a great point.
So true.
We are going there tonight. I can guarantee you I will be making burgers. I cannot guarantee what kind of internet we have, but
yeah.
I'm going to throw it out there. I think we should do a burger cooking live stream at some point.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. I don't know when.
I love it.
Maybe a Friday in the future.
So great.
But I'll start rallying support for that now. Like, Zach, why did we send 7 emails about burgers?
All right. Okay, we're going to sign off for real this time. Happy Friday to you guys. Hope you all have a really great weekend. Congratulations to Chris once again on winning your free journal. And we hope to see more of you guys signing up for office hours, and we hope to hear from you tomorrow. Wish us luck as we go out. We go forth into the woods and come out with
a plan.
A plan. I don't know. All right, guys. We're going to sign off.
All right. Happy Friday, everybody. The hero in us sees the hero.